It can only be described as horrifying. Brutal. Close your eyes. Listen to the deep roar of the hydraulic engine, the rhythmic cracking of metal, and the gentle hum of the operating system. At the 109 Obliterate junkyard, the action unfolds like a breathtaking mechanical movie. Engine biter roars, ripping engines from their chassis with tremendous horsepower. Immediately afterward, car crusher crushes them like pancakes, transforming steel, oil, and smoke into a destructive symphony where power and metal merge into the art of crushing.
Betsy. She may be ugly, she may be old, but she do all right.
When it comes to true mechanical power, nothing is more impressive than the scene at the scrapyard today. 2 Corvettes, along with many other vehicles, are crushed in the recycling process. Skilled operators maneuver heavy machinery, removing tires and detaching each component before crushing them. The crackling sound of metal is proof of the horsepower and power of modern car destruction technology. When brute force encounters civilian obstacles, there in Oppos, there's only one outcome. The 55-ton Chieftain tank slowly advanced, its engine roaring like thunder, its steel tracks crushing the Chevy Malibu beneath it.
We got it. You're safe.
All kinds of extremely hard materials are mercilessly crushed by the shredder, creating a deafening sound like a steel storm. The engine roars, horsepower pushed to its limit, causing the entire machine to vibrate violently. And then, those very machines suffer severe damage. The scrap metal was gently lowered by the magnetic excavator, the clanging of metal echoing loudly in the air. Pieces of iron, steel, and copper clung tightly to the giant magnets, while those not attractive were taken home. The total amount collected reached approximately 500 kilograms, an impressive achievement of mechanical power. Metal recycling in Miami is a dramatic spectacle. The roar of crushers, the bending of steel, sparks flying as old cars and refrigerators are crushed. Each mechanical movement is a dance of destruction, transforming waste into reborn treasures for the future. The metallic clang echoed as the Key City recycling car shredder began its operation. The hoop tie trembled before being crushed to pieces in the massive hoopticizer. Pieces of steel folded, glass shattered. A brutal, yet exhilarating crushing spectacle. The aluminum mail trucks of the U.S. Postal Service shattered like glass under the tremendous pressure of the crusher. Engines roared, horsepower pushed to its limit. The chassis warped and collapsed in an instant. A large bundle of metal was finally crushed completely, creating a breathtaking spectacle. The scene was dramatic as the forklift was fed into the giant crusher. The engine roared violently, the steel gears grinding the vehicle and Oppo's frame like shredded paper. The horsepower exploded, the metal warped, and sparks flew, a testament to the absolute and brutal power of the machinery. Next up is the performance of the refrigerator and washing machine shredder. The roaring motors and spinning blades tear through metal, plastic, and wires. Each rotation is a powerful blow, transforming old appliances into exciting, tiny pieces. A powerful scene unfolds as scrap vehicles are recycled according to strict standards. Engines roar, steel shatters under immense pressure. Abandoned vehicles are crushed into tiny pieces, transforming destruction into the beginning of a new life cycle for the metal. Oh my god, an unbelievable sight at Battlefield Vegas. A massive tank slowly advancing, crushing a tiny car under its steel weight. The sound of metal cracking, clouds of dust rising, horsepower and destructive power reaching their peak. Wow, it was an unbelievable sight as the Extec engine seemed to be devoured by a mechanical beast. A deafening roar echoed, steel warped under the immense pressure. If you and Oppo's re-looking for the ultimate scrap metal crushing weapon, the Bronner is the perfect choice. This massive car crusher is built to crush and is built to last. When paired with the RJ's 250, it easily devours washing machines, refrigerators, and electronic waste, transforming metal mess into perfectly organized recycling. At King Brothers Recycling Shop, you and Oppo's LLB immersed in the infamous sounds of grinding, cutting, and hammering that reverberate incessantly. Every movement delivers immediate results, transforming scrap into new value. A truly satisfying and rewarding experience. A perfect combination of a shredder and a metal grapple. As the steel jaws feed each piece of scrap into the shredding chamber, the blades spin wildly, tearing everything apart. The clanging of metal creates an industrial symphony of power and absolute precision. Recycling has never sounded so satisfying. The RJ's 250 impactor roars like a mechanical beast as it crushes massive tires. The powerful engine spins relentlessly, its steel teeth grinding against the rubber, creating a resounding symphony of technology and power. Each rotation is a symphony of power and absolute precision. The tire shredder roared ferociously as it began processing the massive truck and pickup truck tires. Sharp steel blades spun at high speed, cutting through the thick rubber and the steel core inside. The screeching and crashing sounds echoed like an industrial symphony. In an instant, the entire tire was torn into impressive shreds. A deafening roar erupted as the Lippmann Milwaukee 4800 began crushing recycled asphalt. The conveyor belt vibrated, chunks of hard asphalt being crushed under the immense pressure of the rotating rotor. The machine worked relentlessly, transforming the raw material into a fine layer of aggregate, ready for a new life cycle. When the RJ's 250 impactor begins crushing recycled aluminum, the entire space seems to tremble with pure mechanical power. The engine roars, the grinding teeth swirl and bite deep into each gleaming sheet of metal. The aluminum shatters, sparking like industrial fireworks. Each rotation is a testament to horsepower and the art of high-level recycling. Leave a like if you love this mechanical power. The RJ's Titan 950 crusher is truly a mechanical monster with incredible power. Its engine roars like thunder, shaking the ground with every cycle. Its explosive horsepower allows it to crush concrete and metal in seconds, demonstrating the absolute power of modern technology. In Dublin, the car recycling process unfolds with a dramatic scene after the accident. Deformed vehicles are brought into the recycling facility, where giant crushers roar relentlessly. The sound of steel clashing and hydraulics screeching is incessant as the car frames are flattened. Everything crumbles into pieces of metal, preparing for a new life cycle. It and Oppos. It's breathtaking to witness an SUV being crushed in a giant car shredder. The engine roars violently, its maximum horsepower causing the steel frame to warp, glass to shatter, and the body to be flattened in just seconds. This display of powerful mechanics is unbelievable. If you and Oppos are also thrilled, give it a like and share your thoughts. A roaring sound echoed through the scrapyard as the Okada OD-60R began its display of power. The sorting pliers roared as the hydraulics engaged, crushing each block of waste with ease. Its precision, speed, and power captivated the viewers, making it impossible to look away from this destructive spectacle. Showcasing the power of the Tyran recycling shredder from Haas Recycling. The roar of the engine as two counter-rotating shredding shafts tear apart large blocks of scrap in seconds. Steel, wood, and plastic are shredded into compact pieces. A perfect mechanical display where technology and power blend together.